Do not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. Yeah, it's your boy Big Vern coming to you live on a frigid Friday here in the Midwest. Hope you got your coats and everything ready. It's about that time. Coats and boot season is upon us. So in our last segment, we talked some 76ers. They have a rat problem. And it was a behind the scenes team meeting, closed door. And somehow every detail got out and got reported to ESPN. Get our thoughts on that. So from the association, we're going to talk some college basketball now. And last night, if college basketball is every bit as good as college football this year, my goodness. Last night, if you didn't watch St. John's versus Baylor, you missed a good one. And about last night, you'll get my takeaways because this game was back and forth. Like Patino's teams of old, the press and the perimeter shooting didn't disappoint. The Johns, they shot 54% from the field, going 34-62. And the three-point percentage was respectable as well, 14 of 24 for 58%. True to Patino fashion, that man-to-man defense and those help rotations off pick and rolls and pick and pops, that gave Baylor problems in the first half, and it held them to 30 points. Despite seeing all of that, you can see where Baylor just kept chipping away at this lead and staying close. And that's absolutely right. This game, and I didn't expect anything because I can say this: the promotion for college basketball is it's atrocious. It's absurd. Some of these games are really good games, and I'm finding most of my great games by accident. So whoever's promoting this, ESPN, Fox One, Fox Sports, you all have to do a better job. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. We'll get back into the story. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Dun 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 dun. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live with another rap album we're promoting. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Missionary, dropping next month. Yes, next month. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites that they already released is Gorgeous. That song is crazy. We've only done this for one other album, which is LL Cool J. And we were right. We're going to be right again, so make sure you go get this where you legally consume music. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Missionary, drops next month. Yeah, shout out to Snoop and Dre still doing their thing. When we last left off, we talked about Baylor. Baylor was keeping it close. And one thing that stood out to me was the offensive rebounds. They won that war 16-7. Now that's bad because getting those second and third chance shots can only get a team back into the game. And that's just what happened. Scott Drew's club did all of that while surrendering on the defensive end, 34-25 to the Johnnies. Again, this game was back and forth. If you can say what were the takeaways for the Johns, I'd say turnovers. They have to be cut in half come conference play in the Big East. You're not going to face another team like Baylor except UConn in the reigning and defending national champions. But 18 turnovers isn't going to cut it. It's better to find these things out early than find yourself in conference play and dropping games that were comfortable wins, all because of the effort and bad decision making. Now that being said, for the Johns, Zuby Ejiofor, 6'9", 240 pounds, he's a straight problem. And you could see him in the NBA draft as a real legit lottery pick. He had a double-double, 10 boards, 22 points, and him and Baylor's Norshan Omir, they went at each other. And he had a double-double, 24 points and 10 rebounds. That was, just watching those two compete was worth the price of admission. I was blown away. I was like, wow, this game should have been better than that. This game should have been people getting at, like, crowding the television because it didn't go to just one overtime. It went to 2 overtimes. And for whatever you thought about Scott Drew coming out of halftime when they were down, they had a 47-point second half. When you're shooting the ball and you're scoring at that level, they had St. John's on their heels. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Bum, bum, it's your boy Big Vern coming to you with another rap album. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorite on the track so far, Cosmo Freestyle, Wolverine crazy, yo. Rabbit Island, It's Your Anniversary, that song crazy too. Yeah, Walk It Off, and On the Set. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs. But looking here at, again, this game and Rick Pitino, his style of play where the guys are in super condition, they compete, they play hard. It's that help defense. They're very long. They can stretch and make it difficult in the passing lanes. Combine that with great perimeter shooting and proper shooting, and then block out. Somebody's got to block somebody out. However, again, this is the 4th game of the season. Not going to be too overcritical of the St. Johnny Johns, the Johnny John Johns. I know it's the Red Storm, but I'm having fun doing me, okay? However, you can see in the overtime, some of the kids were gassed because both of them drew 9 points in that first overtime. And now you're thinking that, hey, look, we're going to a second overtime. All bets are off. At this point, guys are exhausted and you don't want to lose. And so it was an instant classic. And just like the theme of I guess the theme of Thursday night was second chances, because the kid from Baylor who had the go-ahead bucket and win this thing 99-98 was Roach, who played at Duke, and they didn't have a spot for him. And so he went to Texas. He went to Baylor. And for him to get that and for his teammates to actually rush him, that's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. And when you have two teams like that go at each other and bring out the best in one another, the fans won. The fans won. And again, if this is any indication how college basketball is going to be this year, then as college basketball fans, we are in for a treat. Because you want to see kids play hard and you want to see kids compete against one another and pull out classics, because we as the fans, we win. I'm not a St. John's fan. I know of Rick Pitino. I've, followed Rick Pitino's career. He's even coached at U of L and Kentucky and Providence. I've known the guys who came from up under his coaching tree, and just being around that atmosphere, it was huge. The only way that you can break that down, it was huge. So congratulations to Baylor, Scott Drew. They play for the championship. They play against Tennessee. That's going to be a really good game. That's going to be a really good game. I look forward to seeing that. St. John's has got to play Virginia. That's going to be a good game as well. Usually, if Tony Bennett was still at Virginia, this would be an old ACC matchup where Rick Pitino and Tony Bennett would actually lock horns again. And for those of you all who don't know, the history between U of L and Virginia, Pitino and Bennett, those games were must-see as well. So congratulations again. Congratulations to the Baylor Bears. They did their thing. Not going to hate on them, anything like that. That's Bush League. Congratulations to Rick Pitino for giving people in college basketball a reason to stay up and watch a great game. If you are in the tri-state area and you are a Red Storm fan, let us know. Are you happy about Pitino and the things that he's done with the Johnnies? This is Big Vern.